Welcome back to another episode of Rust and Grease Garage. I'm Mike, and today we're going to move inside the Mazda in order to address this steering wheel. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is a 2010 Mazda 3, and one of the known issues with this car was the melted dash. It's just an issue where the polymer separated out of the plastic in the heat of the sun. And I feel like that extends a little bit to some other soft touch materials like the steering wheel. So even though I've cleaned it as best I can, I still feel like this has a layer on it. And when it's hot or warm, it gets kind of sticky and I don't like it. So I bought a steering wheel cover to go over this. The cover I picked up is from a company called Stitching Cover. It's one of those kits you'll usually find coming out of China, but honestly, it comes with everything we need. Inside the box, you've got the wrap itself. I went with the black leather and perforated leather just to try and match the interior a little bit better. It also includes double-sided tape, needle and thread, and a little trim tool for getting all the excess material tucked in around the wheel. There's also instructions. I'll be honest, I'm curious how helpful these are. And just based on past experience, there's a good chance we're going to be figuring this out as we go. It'll be interesting to see how well this goes on and how well it fits. One of the things I need to do is go inside the car just to wrap this around the wheel and make sure it's actually going to fit correctly. When I ordered it, I had to send off a picture of the steering wheel in the car, just, I guess, so they can make sure they're sending you the right one. But I'm going to go inside the car, see if I can fit this over the wheel, how it's going to fit. The other thing I have to decide is it going to be easier to do this with the steering wheel on the car, or should I just remove the steering wheel and do it outside the car? I'm a little unsure on that. So let me go on ahead, get back in the car so we can test this out. Yeah, some of the kits had it to where you could put a center mark on the top of the wheel. I don't know, personally, my taste, I think that looks a little goofy, so I opted for no center mark, but if you like it, obviously go for it. It's up to you. I did notice that it's marked with a B and an F, so obviously front and back. And for me, I opted for the perforated leather to be on the sides, and then the plain leather to be on the top and the bottom. Just because of the cutouts I'm seeing, I'm going to assume it goes on this way. Okay. And so far it looks like it would fit correctly. Interesting. Well, yeah, let me play around with it a little bit, make sure this is actually the correct size, because I'm really questioning some of this area down here, where it seems like it's kind of close, but just not quite matching. Well, good morning. It is the next day. I just kind of ran out of steam yesterday, but it's early. I wanted to get kind of a head start on this. I debated back and forth about whether or not I wanted to take off the steering wheel or leave it on. And ultimately I decided I'm just going to leave it on, because it's actually a lot of work to try and remove the airbag. I mean, it's not a lot of work, but it's just a lot of extra time to sit there and try and, I gotta disconnect the battery, the airbag. It's a little bit more involved than I'd really care to do for a project like this. So I decided just to leave it on here, and I'll just fight it. I got my key here, so if I need to start the battery just enough to turn the wheel, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm going to get this back on. I was reading through the instructions, and it says to get it on and then start using the trim tool to tuck the excess under the trim, or under the plastic portions, before you even start sewing, which seems a little odd to me, but maybe that is I don't know, maybe that helps relieve some of the pressure, helps you sew it without wrinkles. I don't know. Seems like it would kind of get in the way and prevent you from sewing it all the way. But what do I know? I'm just kind of making sure I've got it lined up as best I can here, that everything looks even. There's a whole bunch of tutorials online for how to do these, how to install them. So I don't think I'm going to go too crazy in the how-to and the whys and the what I'm doings, because I think if you want to see that, there's a lot more of that online. You can see that's probably going to do a much better job than I'm going to do anyway. So it also says this double-sided tape is optional, so we may not use any of that. And the reason I'm not sure I want to do it is because, you know, if I had a stitched leather steering wheel, I could just kind of follow along that stitching to keep this all level and even, but I don't. And so what I'm afraid of is my stitched seam is going to be like, you know, twisted around all over back and forth and looking kind of goofy. So I might leave that off. We'll find out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Also, some of these areas I don't know how that's going to cover up here. Seems like that would be kind of weird right there. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm going to start sewing a little bit, probably starting in kind of a hard spot, because I think it'll be easier for me to start up here and then finish down here. Same thing, start here, finish here. I think that would just do a better job of giving me more room to tie it off, I guess, is what I'm concerned about. So there's a couple of these threads and needles that came in the kit. Of course, Tyson's out here. He's probably going to come in and help me out. You gonna come up and help me out? Oh, okay. Oh. So I think I'm just going to do like I don't know. What do you think? 4 loops? What's up, dude? Hi. He's not sure what to do because he can't get to me in here. What's up, my man? Cat on the roof. So weird. Okay. I don't know where to start it and not start it, but I guess you go right where the thread is. Sure. Well, I'm working to get all this kind of tucked in here. There's some things I don't like. I don't like this kind of flappy bits at the back because they're not quite long enough to tuck in. Or at least I can't get it to stay. I'll get it kind of tucked under and then it pops right back out. So that'll kind of drive me nuts. But I'll mess around with it and see what I can do. I did mention earlier on in the video that this car, this specific model year, suffers from the melted dash. So underneath, I've got this dash cover on here, but underneath there, this dash is pretty glossy and melted. So I did source a new dash from a junkyard. So make sure and subscribe, because in an upcoming video, we're going to be ripping all of this out and replacing this dash. But when I do that, I am going to have to pull the steering wheel at that time. And of course, that means the airbag will have to come off, but I'll have access to pulling off the controls as well as some of the other plastic pieces like on the back. So when I do all that, I should be able to kind of tweak this wrap a little bit more, and maybe I can get it kind of glued down or something so I don't have the flaps in the back, which will drive me nuts. But make sure and subscribe for that video. For now, I'm going to get this wrapped up. And then if I have time, I think while the car's in the garage, I might go on ahead and change on the oil, but I don't think I'll record that. I think there's probably enough videos of people changing their oil on a Mazda 3. So let me get this done and I'll be right back. All right, that's going to wrap up the Mazda for a little bit. I hinted at this in the last video, and you might have seen it in the background of this one, but here it is. I've got a Honda CR-V project coming up. I'm not going to give too much away just yet, but there's going to be a few videos coming with some maintenance, some repairs. Should be a pretty good little series. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss when those videos start dropping. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.